reppin' PCE crew, you already know what it is that we came to do. We be rapping and singing and filming and acting. Yes, we making moves while the rest just reacting. I'm on you, they test slow, see me as I go. So while you hanging out, tryna be in my photo. Opportunities, I'm giving back to the community. Haters wanna step, give me fame, that's all you do to me. Cause people, them, they hail us like bread, they toast us. Yeah, we're leaps and bounds above the rest. Head and shoulders like a foster, it's a parent. We got living in my heart, victory, it's inherent. Now it's up and away, you know I'm elevating. Anytime I spit like a church and congregating. I don't deal or no deal, I make deals. Living life in 3D, I'm so real. I am a winner, I am a winner. Everybody win on this and I get a winner. That's how my Baba will don't bless me. That's how my Baba will don't bless me. I am a winner, I am a winner. Everybody win on this and I get a winner. That's how my Baba will don't bless me. That's how my Baba will. 2011 and I'm winning like Konami. When I flow, I make highways, they call me the tsunami. Been through the valley, but on top is where and you can find me. Rap till I'm legendary, no games like Atari. I've read series trying to box me up like I am Lego. But I would transform their mind, call me Mr. Hasbro. Cause I'm in my prime, so I'm ever rising. Trying to torture me, I never crack. I had no dry skin, huh? Mr. Supernova, master epic writer. Rolling and token, Holy Ghost swagger. Flyer than blowing, that's a state of mind. Out of the world, I am flowing. Gold medals I be holding. I don't know who you are, but just know you are a winner. Ultimate achiever, master succeeder. Believe in the power of the number one supplier. Jehovah Jireh, our provider, will take you higher. Say it louder. I am a winner, I am a winner. Everybody win on this and I be the winner. That's how my Baba will don't bless me. That's how my Baba will don't bless me. I am a winner, I am a winner. Everybody win on this and I be the winner. That's how my Baba will don't bless me. That's how my Baba will bless me. I am a winner. Spain, South Africa, exceeding all my goals on my iPod, David V. Drop knowledge, you can barely play, call me Papa. I'm a Niger rapper, too bad, I'm a Baba. Papa, God, I bless you for telling me face to face. That pain is just a face to face before your breakthrough. Lyric face me, I face you too. Naked life interface too. Work hard, face my books, now I get all the likes on Facebook. Repeat that, retweet that, R2C to the beat. I know once in the game, making me merge and see that I'm consistent, persistent. All my fears are distant. I don't see the ghost no more, rapping is my sixth sense. For Sandy Kenny, no, they're not many. To let you me, oh, look on me, Mugona, Feli. Let me tell you, till you hear me, never give up, rally. Pain is preliminary to becoming extraordinary.
Welcome to the Supreme Coaching Show. I am your coach, Don Jenkins, where we are transforming lives through teaching, tutoring, and training individual groups, companies, organizations by using coaching skills with biblical and life principles. If you're in need for a coach, I am a certified life coach, certified motivational coach, certified health and fitness coach, certified personal trainer, and I am an ordained and consecrated spiritual coach. So I could be reached at CoachDonJ@gmail.com. Again, CoachDonJ@gmail.com. Or you can call me at 240-294-3548. So to make a long story short, as far as coaching, I'm a spirit, body, and soul type of coach. So our motto is getting better and moving forward. We all can get better spiritually. We all can get better mentally, emotionally, physically. We all can get better in the whole 9 yards of life. We want to advance. We want to progress. We want to mature. We want to grow. And the ultimate goal is we want to move forward. So this coaching show is to move yourself individually forward, one day at a time, 1 week at a time, one area at a time. I don't know about you, but when I look at my whole body, the wholeness, the wellness of who I am, the holistic part of me, I know in every area of my life, I can get better, and I know you can get better also. And I know I can move forward, and I believe we all can move forward. Why? Because none of us is perfect. We don't have it made. So I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to move forward. I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to mature. So this coaching show is all about evaluating yourself, examine yourself, and the ultimate goal is elevating yourself. Lord have mercy. I don't know about you, but I want to elevate. I want to get better, and I want to move forward. I'm excited about this show here. I have the next generation, or matter of fact, let's call it the new generation of some powerhouse men of God and coaches in their own rights, young generations that are about to come on this show and help us get better and move forward. So I'm going to ask you a couple things real quick. Number one, get a pen. Get a piece of paper. Number two, share this show, like this show. We're going to be talking about healthy tips. And we're going to talk about how to improve our immune system, our digestive system, and so much more. I'm sounding the alarm. Matter of fact, we've been sounding the alarm at the end of last year into this year, not knowing that we'd be entering into this coronavirus situation that we all are under. But we're sounding the alarm about your health. We're sounding the alarm about being conscious. We need to become conscious. Tomorrow's not promised to you, and tomorrow's not promised to me. We need to become conscious. We need to become conscious. I said we need to become conscious, life conscious, spiritual conscious, health conscious. Watch this, relationship conscious. So before we start this lesson today, and I introduce this powerhouse group, I got good news. God is good, and He's good all the time. Let me pause right there. I don't know what you're going through, what you're facing, what your situation is, but before I turn this show into the healthy tips, I got to let you know God is good. You should be shouting right there. See, my hope is in God, not in man. Lord have mercy. My God. God got you. So I want to let you know God got you. That's the word for you today. God got you. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not to your own understanding. God got you. Not only did He got you, God loves you. Not only does He love you, God is calling you and I for such a time as this. I believe God is shifting things, and He's calling all of us. I said He's calling all of us back to our original purpose. Let that sink there. He's calling all of us back to our original purpose, such as love, family, unity, oneness, compassion for others, valuing time. Tomorrow's not promising another. Valuing relationships, and being about the Father's business. I'm sounding the alarm. Now is the time, if you're a believer, to be the church and not to do the church. Not to do church, but to be church. Not to do church, but to be church. Not to do church, but to be church. Listen, there's so many people who's on the front line. I see you, Jay, out there, who's on the front line, out there. So many people that are losing loved ones. So many people that are worrying and stressing. So many people got to deal with the afterlife of a loved one not being there. And I believe God is calling the believers, that's you and I, to rise up in such a time as this. Not beat people up over the head with the Bible, not beat people up over the head with a cross, but to demonstrate the love of God, to have compassion for our brothers and sisters, to come on one accord and encourage and help each other through these difficult days. I'm sounding the alarm. So, let me give you some tips from my coach, Jay Fuller, and then I'm going to introduce these powerhouses that are on today. If you want to improve your immune system and reduce inflammation, this is from Jay. Jay wants me to tell you to eat dark leafy greens, all vegetables, turmeric, nuts, grains, to boost your immune system. Lemon and ginger, turmeric. Stay hydrated. Drink plenty of water. Wash your hands frequently. Eat vegetables every day. Eat vegetables every day. Eat vegetables every day. Eat fruit, plenty of fruits and plenty of vegetables every day. Now, I have some mighty, mighty powerhouse men of God, entrepreneurs, coaches in their own rights that are going to help me coach you guys today on some health tips about improving our immune system, improving our digestive system, and improving our health. Watch this. On the inside. On the inside. With our cells, the minerals, what's going on the inside. So without further ado, I want to welcome the author, the creator, the host of ABX, Ostrex Excellence, my brother, J.D. Wright. Come on up here and be a blessing. Go this way, J.D. To be a blessing for us and give us some tips on.
Thank you, good sir, first off.
Yes, sir. Give us some tips on.
But first things first, you inspired me here, so I wanted to. Good afternoon, people. I'm J.D. Wright, visionary, lead host, creator, author, and mentor of Abstract Excellence. We're on every Sunday, 1 to 2 p.m. But more importantly, I wanted to share this verse with you guys because, Coach, you definitely inspired me, man. And I had actually just seen it when I was doing my meditation and reading yesterday. Matthew 6:22 states, "The only source of light for the body is the eye. If you look at people and want to help them, you will be full of light." So we Abstract Excellence, the gifted, art, and driven. What we are is a vision brought to life by God at 5 o'clock in the morning, literally, with the idea of wanting to change the narrative in terms of rebuilding community by starting individually within each one of us. And by us, I mean my brothers, my team, what is now our whole platform is based on accountability, leading right into what we've come into now, which is our Ascension Excellence products, which are health products, which I'm going to introduce my brother Stan in a minute. But what we're trying to do with this, in this climate of pandemic crisis, we want to provide for the people something natural and combative to the fear that you can do every day, that you should be probably doing every day anyway. In a lot of cases, whether it be essential health products, or just working out, meditating, praying, even just what you think, because in a lot of ways, what we think becomes what we are and what we do. So I just think in a lot of ways we have to come together and really take off the gloves and really dig into what God has already given us, which everything in us, well, everything we need is already in us, and everything in the earth is ours to dominion over. That said, I'm going to go ahead and introduce my brother Stan, the man. My brother, the engineer, the creator, the all-around everything.
Urban coach.
You said urban coach?
Herbal coach.
Herbal coach. But Stan, the man, my brother, is going to drop knowledge and some jewels for y'all real quick. Come on up, Stan.
Welcome, Stan. Welcome, Stan. Welcome, Stan. Stan, as you get yourself organized and together, the first thing I want you to talk about is how do we improve our immune system? How do we improve our digestive system? What can we take? And then JD and I will ask you some questions, and then you just flow.
Well, okay. It's start with the immune system. It's a lot of ways that you could benefit your immune system. And it's a medley of different herbs you can do to do that. It depends on what you're trying to focus on. But as a general advice, your immune system, what you mainly want to do with your immune system is cleanse your body. Detoxify yourself is the best thing you could do for yourself. Cleaning the liver, cleaning the kidneys. And I got some herbs that is good for that. One herb that's good for cleaning the liver, the kidneys, and the blood is burdock root.
So slow down. We got to take our time. Everybody, no, take that out. Take that out.
Okay.
Everybody out there, please get your pen, get your paper out. We're about to drop some knowledge to help your immune system get better.
Somebody give me the sea moss.
So go ahead.
It's in the fridge. I honestly don't want to start with the burdock root, but I honestly want to start with the sea moss. The sea moss. I use sea moss, Irish moss. Scientific term is Chondrus crispus. I use that as a base for everything.
So what is sea moss because there's a lot of folks out there don't even know.
Okay, well, what sea moss is, in Jamaica and the Caribbean, they call it Irish moss. And they call it Irish moss because the people in Ireland went through a famine, and they survived their famine with sea moss. So that's why it's known as Irish moss.
So what does sea moss do?
Well, sea moss is a sea plant that grows in the sea, of course, and in a salty region off of a rock. And what's the good thing about sea moss is that it's mineral rich. It's very mineral dense.
So explain that to us right there.
Well, there's 102 minerals that every human being is made out of. Our bodies are made out of 102 what's called as essential minerals, right? Sea moss has 92 of those 102 essential minerals. So in one place, you can get most of the mineral content that you need, and it's missing from our current diet, which our current diet is high in starch, it's high in fats, it's high in sugar, and all of these things work against your immune system. Starches and sugars turn into pus and mucus in your body, clogs up your mucous membrane, does a lot of things, fights against your white blood cells.
So explain, if you can, for a second, explain to people what we were talking about in terms of what's going on now with
Right.
and how this impacts.
Right. Well, let's stay on subject. The sea moss is a base for all of that. Everything you're trying to do, sea moss is a base. We're going to talk about the flu and the sickness. Sea moss is good for that too. But the main reason that people get sick is because you're lacking the mineral. Europeanized Western medicine has us in a mindset that you need medicine or whatever to cure your sickness. And I often have to remind people that before our ancestors came in contact with Europeans, we never got sick. We did not know sickness. So people think that sickness is the norm. God did not make us to be sick. That is a fact of science, and that is a fact of nature.
But keep going.
Right. Now, Genesis, the book of Genesis, I believe is Genesis 1:29. It's either 1:26 to 29, somewhere up in there. God says that he gave us fruit and herb bearing seed, and ye shall eat as your meat. Now, what does that mean? A lot of people, their diet is poor and it's low in electricity. The human being is an alkaline being, an energetic being. You are energetic and electric, and you need things that complement your electrical, energetic being. And like I said, a lot of the starches, sugars, they work against that. They work against your health, and they work against your mental state and your ability to thrive, and they work against a whole lot of things. So in order to get those minerals in your diet, one-stop shop is sea moss.
Sea moss.
Sea moss.
How many minerals are in sea moss?
92 of the 102.
Wow.
And not only that, it's full of vitamins, vitamin A, vitamin B, K, various vitamins. It's also good in dietary fiber.
So what does that mean from the inside?
What does that mean? You're going to get all the vitamins you're supposed to get. The dietary fiber is going to help you pass along a lot of those blockages in your colon. It's going to help you get your digestive system right. And pretty much everything that's not supposed to be there is going to chase it out.
Literally.
Yeah, absolutely. And on top of that, sea moss is good for the breathing. It goes right into your mucous membrane, and it clears out your mucous membrane, and it clears out your lungs to help you breathe.
Wait a minute, pause right there, JD, because there's a lot of people with this coronavirus are suffering with the breathing. That's one of the areas or signs of the virus that they have. The virus is their immune system, and they're suffering with the breathing. So go on just a little bit more, because everybody out there, please have your pen, your paper out, write down these things, because we're here to help you, and go for it.
Right. Sea moss has, I believe it's called cryomexin. Cryomexin goes right into the lungs and starts getting the mucus out of your body. That's the main thing that makes people sick. If anybody is out there studying Dr. Sebi or looked into Dr. Sebi's healing medicines, is that, Nah. You just threw me off. Sea moss. Did you follow Dr. Sebi? Dr. Sebi's formula was sea moss and bladderwrack. Sea moss was used to put the minerals back in people's body and to bring them up to help, and also to drain the mucus. The number one cause of sickness of varying types, is mucus. Your body is overloaded with mucus. Inflammation is caused by mucus. Most of your cancers is caused by mucus or overabundance of white blood cells. Most of your sicknesses and ailments that ail the modern man, especially the African man, is an overabundance of mucus in your diet. Too much cheese, too much dairy, too much starch, too much meats. All these things turn to mucus in the body. They calcify the brain. They calcify the heart. They calcify the joints, give you joint pains. They cause inflammation all over the body. Face, neck, heartburn.
So show us what the sea moss,
One
form of sea moss looks like,
okay,
and then tell us.
Before you do that, like that, you didn't break down the rest of the minerals.
Oh yeah.
The other 102, you said 92.
Right. Y'all jumping around though. You gotta make it digestible for people. So we don't want to jump around.
Okay.
Sea moss is a base that has the 92 minerals. We're gonna use the other stuff to add on to the sea moss later, and we're gonna break it all down as we go. But now, sea moss, I ain't forgot you. We're gonna talk about coronavirus too. We're gonna get really into it. Now, sea moss, this is regular sea moss gel. It comes as like a plant. You have to soak it, and you have to blend it down and puree it. And so this is mainly a base that I use. Sea moss gel. Now with the sea moss gel, I add in other herbs. Now anybody that knows Dr. Sebi's formula is sea moss and bladderwrack.
So before you go too far, please let us know where we can get it at and how to take it.
Well, okay. You might have to search for sea moss. That's why I've been making sea moss for a lot of people, because a lot of people don't know where to find it or how to prepare it, because it takes a lot to prepare it so that you could eat it, you know. But bladderwrack, you can get this from your herbal store. I get this from Natural Health Center too, over on Old Marlboro Pike, right next to the King Pond. I also go to Blue Nile Botanicals on Georgia Avenue. They have this. They have pretty much most of the powders and herbs that I use at Blue Nile. You have the Crystal Phlox, which is closed right now. You also have, international stores where I get my aloe vera, where I get my, soursop leaves, some other herbs I don't have with me right now, and my sages, right? So now, when you combine these two, this is the detoxifier, blood cleanser, cellular cleanse, cellular detox, cellular food, and this clears out your lungs and your blood.
You're not going too fast. So
I'm not
JD,
going too
jump
fast?
in. No, because some folks have never heard this.
Right.
So we want to coach them. We want to help them. We want to guide them. So you take your time right now.
Yeah.
Let us know how to take it, what it really works on the inside.
Right.
And you just told us where we can purchase it. But JD,
Right.
got anything you want to say with that?
No, I mean, because I don't want to throw off this flow.
Well, yeah.
In general, the powder, you can't capsule the powder up as well.
Yeah, most of the stuff you can encapsulate. You can actually buy dried sea moss powder too, and then Star West Botanicals makes it too. They make bladderwrack. They make a lot of stuff, but you can get sea moss dried too at Blue Nile as well. But what I want to say, this is the base. These are what you want to start with. This is the Dr. Sebi formula, sea moss and bladderwrack. This is known to cure all these diseases. I don't know if the people are up to date, but Nick Cannon just recently released a trailer for the documentary, Dr. Sebi documentary, where he healed people of HIV, AIDS, cancer, diabetes, herpes, leprosy. It was a bunch of stuff. Depression with sea moss and bladderwrack. If anybody knows about Lisa Left Eye, a lot of people don't know. A lot of people know that she burned the brother's house down that she was with, but a lot of people don't know that he had given her herpes, and that's what put her in a rage. She went to go spend time with Dr. Sebi, and he had her on sea moss and bladderwrack, and he cured her of her herpes and helped her balance her hormones. And if you go back to the Lisa Left Eye documentary, she drank sea moss every day, even during her fast. So these two guys will cure you of your common illnesses that you have, and it will also protect you from coronavirus. Now, what I want to say about coronavirus is this. Sea moss by itself will fight against a cold. It is antibacterial, it is antiviral, it has some other properties that combat bacteria and viruses in the body. Not only that, some people seem to believe that 5G radiation, microwave radiation coming off of towers is causing people to get sick. I'm one of those people that believe that, because corona discharge fields create toxic air in a toxic environment. And if you're breathing that in, it can cause you to get sick. So sea moss is full of iodine. Sea moss and bladderwrack are both full of iodine, and iodine combats radiation sickness.
Quick question. So talk a little bit of obviously you're spending a lot of time on sea moss
And bladderwrack.
but talk a little bit about bladderwrack, so that kind of break that one down so that we can get a good understanding of
why this formula is good, because sea moss itself is a deep cellular food. This is cell food. It's chock full of minerals. This guy is a cellular cleanse or a cellular detox. Everything is not supposed to be in the cell. Free radicals, viruses. People think that viruses travel in the air and the atmosphere, but a virus is actually a byproduct of a cell under stress or a cell that is toxic.
And explain the difference between the detoxes, the cellular detox versus, because you allow you to break that down for me, versus a regular.
Well, it depends on what you're trying to detoxify. A normal detox is usually a colon detox or a liver detox. But this guy is a colon, liver, everything detox, blood detox, because what it detoxifies is the individual cells at the cellular level.
What does that mean for
What
those
does that
who don't
mean?
know?
If you eat a lot of starch and you eat a lot of stuff and you have heavy metals in your body like barium, lithium, you eat a lot of cereal, that's a lot of heavy metals. Chemtrails in the sky have a lot of heavy metals, barium, aluminum, so you have heavy metals in your system. If you don't have anything getting heavy metals out of you, they're in there. And they attach to the cell, and other membrane that's foreign to the body attaches to the cell. And what the cells do, they swallow it up in order to not make it a danger to the rest of your body until it figures out what to do with this foreign material. This guy will get the foreign material out of your cells, allowing your cells to do their job better. You know, anti-aging, good for your skin, because why? You're freeing up the body's resources in order to do what it does best. Like I said, God did not make us to be sick. We're lacking the mineral and the nutrients in our body, but our body knows what to do. As soon as you put the minerals that's supposed to be in there and the nutrients in there, the body goes to work.
You got to say that again, because we are sounding an alarm. There's a lot of folks that are out of shape, a lot of folks that are unhealthy, and we want them to get the knowledge. The Bible says, my people perish for a lack of knowledge.
That's right.
So we want to give them the knowledge. So starting right now, they can turn their life around by transforming their mind and becoming healthy. Go ahead, Stan.
We're going to get to the, look, sea moss, bladderwrack, you always want to take this. If nothing else, get you some sea moss. I have some available, but take this everyday supplement. It'll put the minerals in there. It will protect you from getting sick. It'll protect you from radiation, and it will decrease your appetite. It has a whole host of benefits, and no real side effects. Only side effect I would say is a mild laxative. So it's going to help you pass things. If stuff is not moving, it's going to move. Other than that, it's non-harmful whatsoever. It's actually a food and not a herb. And maca is also a food and not a herb. But this is your base. Sea moss, as much as you can get, as much as you can taste. You can mix it in your oatmeal. You can mix it in your smoothie. I take a scoop and I take water sometimes to thin it out. However you can get it, sea moss every day. Now we're going to move on to some other herbs. Right? And we're going to, also, before I move on to herbs, also with coronavirus, I don't know if the people know, this one is a herb, and this one is a special type of ancient tree bark. Okay? This is good for cleansing the air in the home. These are not herb. Well, you can eat sage, but this is sage. It's used in Christian rituals. A lot of people don't know. In South America, they use this as Palo Santo. They use this in Christian rituals in order to cleanse and purify the church. Both of these cleanse and purify. This guy cleanses everything in your environment, good and bad, toxins, microbes, bacteria in the air. It burns it all out. You open your windows, it goes out.
Whoa. So what is that again?
This is white sage.
And where do you get
This
that?
is mountain sage. You can get it from a herbal store. They sell it in some grocery stores. White sage.
And what is white sage? What kind of, is it a root?
It's a type of plant.
It's a
type of plant. And when you burn it, it doesn't lose its antiviral, antibacterial properties, even though it turns into smoke. So if you eat it, you can't eat it like this is dried, but it has antibacterial properties, and it's one of the few plants that doesn't lose its antibacterial, antimicrobial, antifungal properties even when you burn it. So the smoke goes into the air and gets bacteria and viruses out of the air.
Whoa.
Sage.
Y'all better write it down out there. Write it down. Share this teaching to your loved ones and your friends.
That's right. White sage especially is good. Now, what I also have here is a South American tree bark. Now, I'm getting this is the coronavirus kit right here, y'all. This is called Palo Santo. You can find it in Spanish stores. You can find it they have it at Blue Nile. I get mine from Blue Nile, Georgia Avenue. And what it does, it's similar to sage, but you burn it. It has a very earthy smell, and it clears your space of all that's bad, all the fungus, all the bacteria in the air. It clears it out. But what it does, the sage doesn't do, is that it leaves the good stuff, the good energy, the positive energy. It leaves it in the room. This guy clears out everything. So you want a fresh start, you move into a new house, a new space, this guy. If you want to just balance your space, know that you're safe from bacteria floating around in your air, Palo Santo.
So before you go to the next stuff, with the COVID-19 going on right now, how would you suggest us use that at this present time?
At the present time, you do what's called smudging. And just like how, like I said, how they do in church rituals before people come into the church, they burn incense and they burn sage. Some churches burn Palo Santo, and they clear the air of negative energy, negative influence, which could come in forms of spirits. We all know that a lot of these sickness is just spirit. You clear the spirit out of the room, it stops you from getting sick. Even though you might not be sick, the spirit might come into your room through the window. You might not even have brought it in yourself. But these guys are going to get that spirit out of the air. You're not going to be breathing it as long as you got these guys and you're burning them once a day, once a week. It's going to keep that out of the air, period.
And we operate energy.
That's right.
So we absolutely believe in the stage and the air. It's what you think. Like I said before, what you think, what you believe, what you're doing, what you are.
The Bible says, as a man thinketh in his heart,
So is he.
Right.
That's right.
Right.
All right, so now we're going to add on to that health and combat the coronavirus. with burdock root. This is burdock root, y'all. Now, what JD was talking about earlier was if you take sea moss, you take bladderwrack, and you take burdock root. Now, instead of it just being the 92 minerals of 102, with the sea moss, the bladderwrack, and the burdock root, you're getting all 102 minerals that the body is made out of. The burdock root has the missing 10 minerals. So
No. Keep holding that up, and we can't go too far away from that. What is that? What do you find that? Is that a root? What is that?
I also got this at Blue Nile. Blue Nile is one of my major stores. I don't know if anybody knows Blue Nile on Georgia Avenue. That's a good store. It's black owned,
There's
melanated
folks
people.
all around the world watching. So where
Herbal stores. Most herbal stores is gonna carry burdock root. Most herbal stores is gonna carry most of these roots. You know, they've been around. Yeah, this is a root. These guys, this is an algae. This is a sea moss. So these guys are different. This is a food root. So it's actually food.
You might as well go ahead and talk about that.
That's maca. Hold on, I want to stay right here though.
Yeah, please.
This burdock root, let me tell you, this is a monster in the fight against diabetes.
Sound the alarm. We're sounding the alarm. We're sounding the alarm. Now is the time to be healthy.
That's right. If you're sitting at home struggling with diabetes, this guy regulates sugar. This guy helps your insulin. This guy is a blood tonic, blood cleanser.
You got to stay there because some people don't know how the body will function. Explain it.
So the blood can carry a lot of contaminants in it, and your blood will, try to detoxify you by stretching out a toxicity or something that's a danger to your body. And that danger just goes on in your blood. Instead of it impacting you greatly, your blood is stretching it out and thinning it out, but it's still there. And your blood is hoping one day you're going to eat something and help it get the stuff out of there. And mainly what's in there that you don't want to be in there is heavy metals. This guy is good for cleaning out heavy metals. It's good on the kidneys, which the kidneys help fight or counteract or get rid of diabetes. If you get your kidneys back going right, this burdock root will help you get your kidneys back going right. It will start to balance your sugar and insulin. You'll get rid of diabetes overnight.
So how do you eat that?
Well, right now, only way I could get it was in a crushed root form. You can get this also in powder. And I just take it and blend it down to powder. Or I soak it. If it's too hard for my blender, you can soak it.
And you put it in food or you put it in drinks? Or first time I heard of that.
Most of these herbs, like I said, I use my sea moss as a base. And most of these herbs, I mix in my sea moss.
So now, you got to plug the products because that's the difference between just the health products we're talking about. He combines sea moss, right, different things. So
right.
You are offering something different than just the maca or just the sea moss.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I have a list of different blends of sea moss that I make with people with different intentions. Okay. I have a couple blends on me today. One of these blends is lion's mane. Lion's mane. Now look, I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. This is the mixture that Coach actually is going to be using.
Yes. Matter of fact, that's mine in your hands.
Yep. And I call it Lion King. I call it Lion King because it is sea moss, and it also has in it, where is it at? Lion's mane. Now, we talked about the burdock, which is good for the blood. Now, all these help all the other herbs, but this is the detox. This is a super strong with this, and the bladderwrack is a super strong detox. So, honestly, when you take this, you want to take it 1 or 2 weeks at a time. Give yourself a break. Give them maybe a week break and then come back to it. It's a strong detox. Now, with this Lion King mix, which is sea moss, lion's mane, and maca. This right here is lion's mane. Lion's mane is a mushroom, and it's dried out into a powder. And what lion's mane is good for is cognitive ability. Cognitive ability. So what that is, brain function. Using that old noodle. That's what this is good for. Now, what it does is it helps stimulate neurogenesis. Now, I got real scientific on y'all, I understand. What neurogenesis is the creation of new brain cells. Remember they told you at a certain age you stop making them. But lion's mane assists one to make new brain cells and new neurological cells in the body. Lion's mane. Now, that's good for a bunch of things. It helps your overall brain function. You're just going to cognitively be more aware and more sharp, more cutting edge.
So we can get better and move forward.
That's right. The mind is a terrible thing to waste, and this is going to help get your mind right. Now, it works in your neurological system. It's also good for a lot of neurological diseases. Crohn's disease, brain neurological diseases, I can't think of, I'm drawing a blank. But all neurological disease, this goes right into your neurological systems and help rebuild the membrane and also the brain cells. Let me look at my notes. Boosts nerve growth factor, full of antioxidants, improves cognitive function, reduces anxiety and depression. It also is a mood balancer and a hormone balancer. Improves memory, increased energy. Also, this is another one that's good for diabetes. It increases insulin sensitivity. Forgot about that. Also, it lowers your LDL cholesterol. It's a ton of benefits from pretty much all of these herbs, and I probably could be here all day just running off all the benefits. But mainly, this is for a strong mind. Helps
What is that again?
Lion's mane. You can get. I got this at Blue Now too. You can see the tag on that. Lion's mane. Also, what I added with the lion's mane in our Lion King mix is maca roots. Maca roots. And I got this at Mom's. Also a good place is Mom's and Whole Foods. They have a lot of powders, dry powders in the back if you go and look. But maca is best for hormonal balance. And what maca does, just to give people an understanding, the main thing it does well, it does a lot of things good for your hormones, but it gets rid of cortisol. Right now we're going through coronavirus, and people are under a lot of stress and under a lot of pressure. And the stress or depression hormone, if you did not know, is cortisol. Cortisol. Maca gets rid of cortisol. Even though you're under stress, you feel less effects of stress.
Wow. Wow.
This is a stress fighter on the hormonal ladder.
Stress is a silent killer.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Stress and fear and anxiety will make you sicker than anything. Y'all heard me. Fear and anxiety will make you sick. You cannot sit in your home watching the news every day and they scaring you to death and expect not to get sick. You need something to combat that fear and that anxiety and that stress, which maca is good for. Now, a lot of people know maca. You know, it's a lot of gentlemen out there, and they you've been with your wife for a long time, and you know, maybe it doesn't go the same way it used to. This maca will help you with that because it is an eliminator of cortisol. Bet you didn't know this, but a lot of people believe that estrogen is the opposite hormone of testosterone, and that is incorrect. Everybody, man and woman, have both estrogen and testosterone, except you're a man, you're supposed to have more testosterone. The opposite chemical element of testosterone is cortisol. Cortisol. The stress hormone is opposite testosterone. You got a stressed out man, he's low in testosterone. What this guy does, like I said, it gets rid of cortisol and allows the testosterone to build back up in one's body. So it decreases the fear, gives you that eye of the tiger, so to speak.
Hence the Lion King.
Hence the Lion King. You know, this is a maca is a powder of kings. Kings used to take maca, especially in Mayan Aztec culture, and it makes you very sharp, makes you very energetic. It increases your stamina, makes you very poised. If you have trouble taking action, some people think things for a long time and they never act on it. Maca is good with helping you to take action, to take life by the horns, to use your force.
To get better and move forward.
That's right.
All right.
Maca. Let me use it. So maca, hormonal balance, enhancer, increases libido. It combats infertility. So women dealing with infertility issues, this will help you combat infertility. It will increase your count if you're a male. You know, it increases your count. And it's an antioxidant. It also regulates the thyroid.
We can get that in whole food.
Mm-hmm. A lot of these you can get in Whole Foods. You got to just search around.
That last one you said, because you said it low, because females specifically, the thyroid thing you just said at the end.
Thyroid health. Absolutely.
A lot of females deal with thyroid issues.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So explain that a little bit.
So now thyroid health. Thyroid is the master healer gland. This is why the sea moss and bladderwrack is good, because it deals with both sides of the thyroid health. It has I think it's three actually between them, has three distinct types of iodine. What's missing in your diet for thyroid health is iodine. We used to have iodine in a table salt, and we don't have it in a table salt. And so most people don't have a good source of iodine in the diet. Therefore, they're susceptible to get sick because the master healer protector gland is the thyroid, which is in your throat. Now, these guys have good iodine. Maca is a good source of iodine. This is why it's good for thyroid health. You need iodine. Iodine is also what protects you from radiation poisoning that we were talking about earlier. When you have nuclear fallout, they give people iodine supplements to combat the radiation. Iodine. You need iodine in your diet. You want to not get sick, you need iodine. And you need a variety of kinds, because some iodine speeds up your metabolism, some of it slows it down, and you need a good balance. And between the three of these guys, you have the up and the down, and you have the iodine manager. Can't beat it. Powerful. It works against fatigue, builds your stamina, energy booster. It's good against acne. Now, this is a good liver cleanse, just like all these guys, actually. Bladderwrack is a good liver cleanse, too. A lot of people suffer from acne. A sign of acne is an overrun liver. That is the symptom.
What does the overrun liver mean to those who are
psoriasis of the liver? You know, when your liver is overrun, when it's taking in too many jobs and it can't detoxify you fast enough, it becomes overburdened. And so what the liver does, like I said, it puts the toxins in the blood and it thins them out using all your blood and all the fluids of your body. And what that does is, what it does in order to defend itself of the overtoxicity, it pushes the toxins out through the skin. And we experience that as acne. Wow. I have acne of the face. More blood circulates in your face than a lot of parts of your body. So it comes out mainly in your face and on your back, because those have a lot of access to your blood flow. So the blood carries the toxins up to the skin pumps it out through the skin, and we experience that as acne. So maca goes to work in your liver, just like bladderwrack does too, cleanses out the liver. You know what I mean? And once your liver is cleansed, then it can go back to business as normal. Hey, you know what? We done got the toxicity down. It's at a manageable level. We good to go now. Then the acne just somehow vanishes because you've decreased the toxicity of your body. Following? Are we doing good on time?
Yeah, we good. We good.
All
Keep going. So, do a quick, because you're throwing a lot at a lot of folks.
Uh-huh.
A lot of folks, it's a lot.
This is a lot. I know it's a
believe
lot.
they're tuned in.
Uh-huh.
So, kind of do a summary of what you just said, and talk about the importance of health and wellness.
Uh-huh.
And then if they have any questions, how they get a hold of you, then I'm going to ask Coach JD to come up and to do a summary and let us know how we can get in contact with him, and then I'll close the show.
Okay. I had a couple more herbs over here.
Yeah, go ahead, do your herb.
This is the goat weed. Some people call it horny goat weed. It's good for fertility, hormonal balance. Just like the maca, it will stimulate you in those areas. If you need to up your libido. That and also sarsaparilla. If you just lost the old interest altogether, like a lot of older people deal with the loss of interest, appetite for that type of occasion, and one of the other partner wants it. The goat weed, the sarsaparilla, and the maca will help you balance your hormone, will help you with your drive. And what I got? Bladderwrack and sarsaparilla. Let's come back to sarsaparilla. Now, sarsaparilla is good on the fight against cancer. Also, sea moss is good against cancer. Sarsaparilla is a cancer killer. Also, another good cancer killer is a fruit called soursop. Sarsaparilla and soursop both get rid of most types of cancer, 90% of cancers. Only cancer that sarsaparilla and sea moss don't get rid of, I believe, is the cancer of the lungs and throat. So, yeah. Sarsaparilla, what else? It's also good for, one, it's also another good kidney cleanser, and it's good for the fight against diabetes. Also, it is high in iron, so a lot of people that have iron deficiency, sarsaparilla is your friend. People have trouble with the blood clotting, bruising, all those type of things. Iron. What else? People that have malaria and sickle cell. This is also good for that because of the iron. Yeah, your sickle cell anemia is low iron count. All right, and that's pretty much it. Summary, there's definitely a whole multitude of other herbs out there that one could use. These are just ones that I had offhand in order to show y'all. And these are ones that I use a lot on a daily basis.
Your products, your cost.
Right, and absolutely, I'm Brother Stan. I make sea moss every day. I have a lot of orders of sea moss. And I sell all the sea moss, and I have specific blends. Like I said, one of y'all, the blends I showed y'all earlier was Lion King. This is Coach's blend. Coach wants to have a sharp mind. He wants to have energy and be focused so he can, contribute to his audience and help our people. He wants to have an active, he wants to sound the alarm. So he tasked me with coming up with a creation to keep him active and keep his mind sharp. So that's the Lion King. Now, people that have trouble with the hormones, hormonal imbalance, lack of libido and drive, I make an aphrodisiac mix with the goat weed, with the sarsaparilla, and with the maca. I also have a plain, I call my plain Jane, which is my Sebi, which is sea moss and bladderwrack. That's the Dr. Sebi formula, just the basic Dr. Sebi formula. I have some other formulas, Iron Man with sarsaparilla, burdock root to help people with low iron, and a couple other ones. How you can get in contact with me is through Instagram at STAN_KELZ. Oh yeah, also I have the lotions. I do shea butter. This is my basic mix, which is shea butter, aloe vera, and sea moss, which is like a hair food and a skin food. Good for your hair, nails, skin, everything. I use this every day. I got a bunch of different products. Got other things there. It's a lot you can do with sea moss. Sea moss has so many minerals. You can use it topically. It'll help if you have trouble growing your hair. It'll help grow your hair faster. If you have trouble with your nails, discoloration, fungus, it helps with that. So does aloe vera. So like my uncle, he has bad feet, And he uses this on his feet, and it helps his dry skin and his athlete's foot. Yeah, literally, he told me he uses it, and it's been helping his athlete's foot and his bad feet.
Real life example, right?
Yeah.
So the importance of herbal health, and go back to how they can get in contact with
The
you.
importance of herbal health goes back to, like I said, the Bible, Genesis 1, Genesis chapter 1. God gave us herbs. You looked it up, it's 28?
26, yeah.
26 to 29, yeah. God gave us fruit and herb bearing seed, ye shall eat as your meat. And herbs are, now let me say this one thing. We are alkaline, again, we are alkaline beings. We are not acidic beings. Acidic is anything acid forming, starchy, mucus forming. Works against our health, nature, makes your mind weaker, makes your heart weaker. You need things that are alkaline in
So
nature.
Explain. Go ahead, take your time. Me and JD fine right now.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Explain to them, what does that mean, alkaline?
Alkaline, electric. You are an electrical being. Your nervous system, your neurological system is all electricity and magnetism. Your mind is all electricity and magnetism. Your mind communicates with your body through electrical impulses. When you eat things that have heavy metals and starches, it comes in between those impulses, and you experience a slowing down. You don't feel as sharp as you used to. You feel a little bit more dull. Your blade isn't sharp anymore. You feel disconnected, or you might feel like you lack the power of action, like I was talking about before. Your electricity is down. If you took your TV and cut out half the voltage, would it produce the same picture?
That's good.
It would not produce the same image. And that's essentially what you're doing when you eat these things, especially without putting the minerals back. The minerals help get your electricity because everything is produced with electrical charge, even your hormones. Your hormones is a product of electrical charges going off in your pineal, pituitary, and your hormonal glands. And these glands take the minerals and things and the vitamins that's in your body and makes compounds out of them with the charge. So you need the charge, you need the minerals, and you need the other compounds. So your body, because your body is the factory. You don't need a doctor. You don't need a pharmacist. The pharmacist is in your head already. The pineal gland, the pituitary, the thalamus, the hypothalamus. That is your pharmacist. These are just ingredients. I'll say this again for the people. These ingredients are not really cures. They just put the minerals that your body has been asking for the whole time. It just puts the minerals back. That, when you go to work, you expect to get paid. You wouldn't work without pay. But we've been asking our body for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years to work without being paid, without being compensated for its work.
That's a great illustration. And man, I thank God for you. I thank you for taking the time out and teaching us on this herbal health, giving us the tips that we need. Once again, can you give us how we can get in contact with you?
Well, you can call me by phone. It's 202-738-8645. And then let me know that you're calling from the Coach Show. I'll give you the Coach discount. You can contact me on Instagram at Stan Kelz, at Stan, S-T-A-N, _K-E-L-Z. Again, that's at S-T-A-N _ K-E-L-Z. And, just call me, ask me. I'll spend time with you. We'll go through some things. I do want to know your condition. I will make specific blends that will assist you in whatever your conditions are. Even if I got to do some research and however. And I also, a lot of them don't have strong side effects, so they don't really affect the average person. But, if you are taking some medications, the burdock root could hinder your medication. Most of them don't, but some of them do. So I do want to take in consideration. I do want to, call me. I do want to have a conversation with you. I want to show you the pathway to better health the best I can.
Thank you so much, Stan, the man, the Herbal Coach. Come on, y'all, put your hands together for him.
Thank you.
Thank you. JD, come in here and give us a summary on you and your
first
business.
off, good job, Brody.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Appreciate you. Stan the man, we are, and nephew over there. Shout out to nephew for running the show. We are Abstract Excellence, ABX.
Yep.
As he said, you can find us all individually. Mr. MR period JD _Wright. It's my personal page, but more importantly, Abstract Excellence, ABSTRAKTXCILENCE. ABSTRAKTXCILENCE. Abstract Excellence. You can find us everywhere. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Spelled exactly the way I said such. We are working on Ascension Excellence health products, which Stan is working on, and we're just pushing forward and supporting our brother in marketing his products. So you'll be able to find us cross-marketing in different ways.
Yeah.
We're here every Sunday, but we're here almost
every day,
we're
pretty
live.
much, every day.
Make
And
sure y'all look us up and find
we
us.
are
Appreciate
delivering
you,
as well.
Yes.
We're making deliveries. If you can't come out to home, we will come to you too as well.
Absolutely.
Something to keep in mind. But I want to thank Coach for having us, and I want to thank Coach for doing what he does, and sounding the alarm, as he would say. Health consciousness is very, very serious, especially in these times. We all should take a step back and consider our health. And that's all I want to say.
Amen.
Let me get out the way.
Thank you, JD, and thank you, Stan, the man. Wow. What I need each and every one of you to do is share this information, share this show. We are sounding an alarm. It is time to be healthy. It is time to be healthy. It is time to be healthy. So take this information, share it with your loved ones, your friends, your family members. Again, we're all about getting better, and we're all about moving forward. If you are conscious and you are serious about getting better spiritually, physically, emotionally, financially, in all areas of your life, then you got to be healthy. Because without your health, you can't do anything. So I need you to tune in again. I'm your coach, Don Jenkins. If this show blessed you today, I'm asking you to do two things. I'm asking you to like the show, and I'm asking you to share the show. Our loved ones, our friends, our family members, they need this information so that they can start living a healthy lifestyle. We are sounding the alarm here on the Supreme Coaching Show. Take this information and transform your mind and be healthy. God bless you. May heaven smile upon you. Tune in next week, same time, same channel. God bless you. I love you, but most of all, God loves you too. Be blessed and be healthy.
Living life in 3D, I'm so real.
We all are winners.
Everybody win on me, say I did it winner. Yes, I'm a lover, don't bless me. Yes, I'm a lover, don't bless me. I am a winner, I am a winner. Everybody win on me, say I did it winner. Yes, I'm a lover, don't bless me. Yes, I'm a lover, don't bless me. It's 2011 and I'm winning like Konami. When I flow, I make highways, they call me the tsunami. Been through the valley, but on top is where and you can find me. Rap till I'm legendary, no kings like Atari. I've read series trying to box me up like I am Lego, but I will transform their mind, call me Mr. Hasbro. Cause I'm in my prime, so I'm ever rising. Trying to torture me, I never crack. I had no dry skin, huh? Mr. Supernova, master epic writer. Rolling and token, Holy Ghost swagger. Flyer than blowing, that's a state of mind. Out of the world, I am flowing. Gold medals I be holding. I don't know who you are, but just know you are a winner. Ultimate achiever, master succeeder. Believe in the power of the number one supplier. Jehovah Jireh, our provider, will take you higher. Say it louder. I am a winner, I am a winner. Everybody win on me, say I did a winner. Yes, I'm a lover, don't bless me. Yes, I'm a lover, don't bless me. I am a winner, I am a winner. Everybody win on me,
mon eyeball David V. Drop knowledge you can barely bear, call me Papa. I'm a Niger rapper too bad, I'm a baba. Papa God that bless you for telling me face to face. That pain is just a face to face before your breakthrough. Lyric face me, I face you too naked, life ain't a